Hey guys, it's Rachel with Who's Your Disney, and my husband's not joining us today because he is actually out of town for work this week, so unfortunately he won't be joining us today. And we wanted to talk to you about dining, but I think I'm going to wait to talk to you guys about that until he gets back so that you guys can get two perspectives on what you kind of are thinking as well. So because not always do my husband and I agree, especially when it comes to food, two different taste buds and things like that. So I'm just going to kind of go over some things today to kind of get you ready for your Disney vacation, maybe kind of help you in the planning process and kind of give you some things on what to expect. So if you want to book your Disney vacation, let's say you booked it a year in advance, whether you used the Disney site or you used a Disney travel agent or you went from an outside source, maybe you have your own travel agent, because I know a lot of people do that as well. So you have 30 days before your arrival date to get that paid off. So that needs to be paid off or 30 days to make changes. Even if you need to make changes, maybe somebody got sick and can't go or things like that, but you have up to 30 days before your arrival date to get all of that finalized and paid off. So what to expect. So 180 days before your arrival date, you can start booking your dining reservations, which is really exciting. If you've never been before, I would recommend getting the app. It's called My Disney Experience, and you can look at all the restaurants on there for dining and look at all the menu options and just kind of see where you want to eat and what kind of foods that you like. Maybe you want to try something new that you're not used to, and kind of food that you don't get every day. So that's an option as well. And then 60 days before your arrival date, you get to pick your fast passes. And I will just tell you from experience, I learned this the hard way. You don't want to stay up till midnight to wait to book your fast passes on that 60-day mark, because you won't be able to. You actually have to wait until 7 a.m. on that 60-day mark. So I've done that. I've stayed up till midnight and was like, what the heck? I can't book my fast passes. So that was frustrating to find out myself. So just so you don't make that mistake, I told you. So there you go. So, however, if you are not staying at a Disney resort, you have to wait 30 days before your arrival date of your arrival park date to book your fast passes, just so you know. So let's say after you booked your fast passes and you've paid your Disney trip off, and it's less than 30 days before your trip. So if you are flying in and not renting a car, and you have an option to do Disney's Magical Express, which is a bus that will take you from the airport to your resort, and it is free of charge. So that is totally complimentary, like all the buses on Disney property. So that's a great, perk of staying at a resort, is you get complimentary transportation wherever you're going on Disney property, and from the airport. So we like to take advantage of that, and I just think Disney Express makes the trip more magical. So once you book your Disney Magical Express and you have all that set, you will have to give them your flight numbers and things like that. You will get a paper in the mail like this that gives you all the directions to do your Magical Express reservation. And it will tell you how to check in for your flights and everything, because some of that is complimentary as well. And then you will get your luggage tags in the mail with that as well. And this is for your suitcases. So you'll tie that around your suitcase, and that is if you want your suitcases delivered right to your room from the airport. So once you get off that plane, you wouldn't even have to go to baggage claim. Those suitcases would be picked up and delivered in your room. But I would expect at least 3 hours after your arrival. So that way you might want to pack an extra pair of clothes in your carry-on for further, so that way you know if you wanted to swim or you needed a change of clothes when you got to Disney, that you had that there. So next thing is magic bands. So once you get your trip paid off, and you should expect some package that looks like this, and it has your magic bands in it. I'm using my aunt and uncle's as an example. So we have ours. It's just I took ours apart already, so I just kind of want to show you what it looks like. You'll get this, and you can choose your color online, so make sure you customize the color that you want. You can also customize it with characters online for an extra charge as well, but the solid colors are free of charge, so we went with the solids. So in your little kit, you have your magic bands, and then to the side here, you'll open up this little flap, and you have two, it's luggage tags. So basically, and they'll give you, I think we have this one, but I don't think we have this one yet. And you'll put those on your suitcase if you want to, or just collect them, whatever you want to do with those. So you're kind of wondering, okay, well, how are these going to tie on my suitcase? Well, the straps, the luggage straps, are actually inside of this little box thing that your magic bands are on. So that's where those straps are. And then inside here also, this little packet that your luggage tags came in, you have a magical extras card, and this is to get you into Disney's Worldwide of Sports complex and do some extra things there for a discounted price. It's also for the putt-putt and things like that, and you open it up and you'll see your little putt-putt vouchers and ESPN Worldwide of Sports vouchers on there. So it just says each voucher is valid for one general admission to ESPN Worldwide of Sports complex on one day for one guest. A valid magical extra savings card and voucher are required. So you have to have this and this to use that, okay? So on the other packet over here, it's got a little compartment. On this side, it is just telling you how to use your magic band, basically. And it says, get ready to take your Walt Disney World Resort visit to an all-new level. You can unlock a new dimension of Disney magic to make it yours like never before. So if anybody doesn't know what a magic band is, if you've never gone before, this magic band is your key to your room. It's also the key to the park. So that's your admission. Once you link your tickets on there, if you've bought from outside, it'll be on your magic band and get you into the park. And it also has your dining plan on there, so that when you go out to eat, you don't even really need to bring your wallet if you don't want to, unless you're getting an alcoholic beverage, of course, and you might need your ID. You get to hold your magic band up, and they scan your magic band, and it will redeem your dining plan on there. So that's very convenient as well. You can also sign a credit card with your check-in, and if you wanted to charge things to your room, all you have to do is swipe your magic band, and that would be charged to your room for you to pay at the end of your vacation. So speaking of buying things and charging them to your room, Disney is great about going to a park. If you go to a park and you see something you want to buy, but you don't really want to carry it around all day at the park. So basically, they will ask for your information of where you're staying, what room number you're in, and they'll put it in a bag and they'll take it to your resort. I would expect at least 24 to 48 hours before you can pick that up at your resort. You'll have to pick it up at your gift shop in your resort. So that should be there as well. So it's very convenient if you don't want to carry whatever you bought around the whole day. So with that said, those are just some little tips and tricks that I've kind of thought about. So I wanted to give you guys a video this week because I know we were going to talk about dining. So we will definitely talk about dining on the next video. This was just kind of a short little video here to just kind of tell you what to expect. If you guys have any questions, you can comment below and I'd be happy to answer them. So I know I kind of went through this kind of fast, but we are just so excited for our trip and just can't wait. So like I said, if you guys have any questions, just message me or comment. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next week. Thanks.